It's time to talk about the Sigma 16mm lens. The very next day I got this lens, I took a bus to Rome with it on a 2-day trip. I took over 1,000 photos and 1 hour of video clips during my stay. So here's my first impression of this lens. First, it fits very well, perfectly with the Sony A6300 and 6500 series. Well, right now I'm mounting it on the Sony A7 because I'm shooting with the Sony A6300. I have a Gorillapod and a Rode mic Go on the camera, and the entire setup was perfect, feels just right. And the lens is a bit long if you're used to shooting with a kit lens or pancake lens. But for me, it's perfectly balanced. It's smaller and lighter than the Sony 18-105, which is what I usually shoot with. So it's pretty comfortable for me to shoot with it, like shooting either selfie or vlog. I can hold it like this very comfortably, even though I don't have a lot of muscle on my arms. Second, the lens at 1.4 aperture is crazy bright. So usually when I shoot vlog, I shoot with 18-105 at 4 lens. I use the aperture priority mode and set aperture at maximum, and the camera will do all the exposure job for me, and I don't have to worry about anything. Just leave it to the camera to adjust the brightness. So with this lens, there could be a problem when you shoot in broad daylight. So during the brightest time of the day, the video will actually overexpose on the A6300. Even if you set the ISO at minimum and the shutter speed at the highest 1/4000th of second. So very often that when I shoot directly under the sunlight, I have to manually adjust the aperture of the Sigma 16mm lens to about f2.8 or f3.2 to make it actually look good, to make the exposure to be right. So that's something you need to keep in mind when you're shooting videos with the f1.4 lens. If you must have the nice bokeh look, you need to bring a ND filter with you. And third is autofocus was very fast, accurate, and smooth without noise. Not that can be compared to the noise on the street, in the ambience. So you don't have to worry about the autofocus at all in terms of the performance and the noise. So it's gonna work perfectly fine on Sony, and I really liked it. For the field of view with the 16mm is really nice, equivalent to 24mm lens on a full frame. It is wide enough to shoot nice selfie style vlog like this, as I showed before, like this. You can include a lot of stuff in the background, and it was proven to be handy when I had to shoot portrait in crowded area, like in tourist attraction site. When there are a lot of people around, you don't have much space. The wide angle lenses can always get you in the frame, but you have to pay attention that there are other unwanted background. It is more often than not to be sufficient to shoot landscape. So most of the time, it does a great job to include everything in the shot. You don't need a crazy ultra wide like 10mm to get everything in the shots like this one. You don't necessarily need 10mm, but in some situations you want the super wide, then go for this lens. But 16mm lens will be pretty much sufficient for most of the landscape you're gonna need to shoot. So next, number 5. There's no image stabilization. For a lot of people, this might be a deal breaker. Also for me, when I was considering to buy this lens, I was hesitating a little bit. It doesn't have image stabilization, it doesn't have the OSS, and my camera A6300 doesn't have embody stabilization. So could be shaky, the video, but turned out it was fine. I shot vlogs for 2 days on this lens, and they looked just fine and without much big problem. So I shot all my videos handheld without stabilization, but the image was totally okay, better than I expected, I would say. As long as you are careful when you shoot, you have to be aware. Be more conscious about your shot. Don't just point and shoot like this. You have to use both hands and make it smooth. And there won't be a problem because it's 16mm is wide angle. It's wide enough to compensate all the shake you have, so you don't really see the shake. And I do have a vlog, a video done already. It's published. You can find it in in the description. There's a link. You can click through it and have a look how it looks without any kind of stabilization. I didn't have stabilization on my camera, didn't have any stabilization equipment, and I didn't apply any stabilization in post-production, so you will see exactly how it performs without stabilization. Number 6, I enjoy the wide angle and the fast aperture so much that even though I brought the 18-105 lens with me, I didn't use it almost at all. I used it for only one shot for a cat from far. So I feel a little bad for these lenses and the Canon 10-22 because they are pretty recent. I got them pretty recently, this only for a year, and this was just 2 months, I think. Feel a little bad, but I guess it's good because I got a even better lens right now. I mean, it's not necessarily better, but I just feel like this is my favorite. This is gonna be my go-to lens for a lot of situations, for vlogging, for landscape, even for portraits sometimes. The bokeh is very beautiful when you shoot close up. So when you're very close to a subject, actually you can shoot very close. It has very close minimum focus distance, and you can shoot pretty much like this close to a subject, and everything will be in focus, and it creates beautiful bokeh when you are close to a subject. So also when you shoot vlog, like selfie mode, you can shoot very beautiful bokeh. But when you have a distance between your subject, there's gonna be less noticeable bokeh. So it's gonna be like you don't really see much bokeh, but that's understandable because it's a wide angle lens. So not much to complain here. Number 7, focus ring is super smooth. I did not use the focus manual focus because the autofocus was perfect. But I did a little bit of test. Shot some random stuff with the manual focus just to test how it works, and it's very smooth. I like the rubber focus ring. It's very smooth, and it has a way better feel than the other Sony lenses with a fly-by-wire focus ring. This one. This Sony 18-105 has a very uncomfortable metallic focus ring, and there is some sort of delay when you try to focus it, so it's not really ideal for focusing. This one has great manual focus, although I probably won't use it that much because it has great autofocus as well. Okay, that's all the initial thoughts on this Sigma 16mm lens, and I enjoyed it very much. It's my favorite lens right now. Some other thoughts. Now I got this lens and it become my favorite lens among all, and I have 3 lenses dedicated to my APS-C body A6300, as I've shown here. It's gonna be a little bit hassle when I want to switch between them. So I don't think I will bring all these 3 lenses on my future trips all the time. I'm gonna choose 1 or 2, maybe only this one or only this one, or both of these, or this and this. I don't know, different combinations. It depends on the shoots. Okay. Yeah, that's So that's all the initial thoughts I have after 2/3 days shoot with this lens. In the end, I really enjoyed using this. I have to say that I love using this lens. So this is just to provide an initial impression for you, to help you decide whether or not you want to get this lens. And I hope it's been helpful. So see you next time.